The new Marvel Legends Hulk 2099 figure. We got to talk about this thing. Let's check it out.
And here we go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This 2099 Hulk, I think this is the second release from The Incredible Hulk sub-series or wave or whatever they're doing here. I had missed out on Abomination. I kind of drug my feet. I'll probably get him anyway just for posterity because I do plan on getting all the figures from this wave or whatever. So let's just get started. Let's look at these packages because I do like the packaging from this series of figures right here. It looks really good with that nice big window, kind of giving us that brick effect like the Hulk's jumping through a brick wall or something. That looks pretty cool. On the side's got some nice concept art or whatever right there, or something from a comic book, I'm not sure. And on the back it has a nice figure image right there. That actually is a good picture of this figure, and it says some stuff right there if you want to pause the video and read it. So nice packaging as far as I'm concerned. Let's dive into him real quick and just quickly go over how he looks, because I know a lot of people have been buzzing that he is an interesting looking figure. And let's stand him next to the Maximum Hulk, and he is taller than Maximum Hulk, so this is a tall figure. He's not quite as big as the newest Juggernaut, but he's not that much smaller, so this is a big Hulk figure. This is the biggest one, I think, as far as Marvel Legends is concerned. Let's talk about his look, because I'm not super familiar with Hulk 2099, at least from the comic books and stuff. So is this accurate? I'm going to assume it is. I can't say it's my favorite look, to be quite honest with you, because if you hadn't really told me this was a Hulk, I wouldn't really know that it is a Hulk. But he looks weird. He looks like almost like him and Abomination kind of merged with these spinal things sticking out of the back. That reminds me of the Edward Norton Abomination figure or whatever. But anyways, it looks pretty good. They've put paint all over this thing. Let's talk about his hairy back for a second, because the paint kind of sucks on it. They put a green dry brush or whatever, or an attempt at a dry brush, and it doesn't look very good. I'm not that big of a fan of it, but at least it's there, so Marvel Legends is trying. Now, paint I do like is the kind of the idea that they've went through on the front here with the lighter green paint. It reminds me of that, what is it, the 80th anniversary, that 25th anniversary Hulk that they did, where he had like that lighter green paint on the chest and arms and shoulders on the body. That looked pretty good. Somebody tell me down in the comments which one that actually was. New concept for me anyways, is the arm hair. They kind of went the Wolverine kind of route here with like just the straight lines that are supposed to represent hair. Is this one supposed to have hairy arms or whatever? Somebody tell me down in the comments. It looks, yeah, it's okay, I suppose. Let's talk about these hands. They're claws. So Hulk has claws now or whatever, and he only has 4 fingers. That looks really silly. We'll go over that a little bit more here with his accessories. And let's talk about his feet, because they're more lizard-like feet right here. They did do a good job with the paint on the nails, and there's some like actual sculpted detail in the nails right there that actually looks pretty decent. He's mostly new. There is some reuse on this. I know that pisses off a lot of people, me included, but what are you gonna do? At least the legs and the crotch area, at least from the knees up, is reused. This abdomen piece right here might be reused, but like this is new, the arms are new and stuff like that. But it's got similar problems all at the same time. So this figure, it looks cool and not all kind of wrapped into one. Actually, now for accessories, he don't really have any, and by not at all. He literally does come with 2 different heads. He comes with this head right here on him in the package, and it looks okay. There's almost kind of a lizardy monkey look to it, and I'm not the biggest fan. I like this head sculpt right here, the one with the tongue sticking out. I think it is done really, really well. If I was somebody that kept my figures out and displayed them, this is the one I would keep on, and I think it looks pretty darn good. Hands. He comes with 2 hands, these 2 claw hands. And that's it. There is no fist hands. I know everybody's been griping about that since this figure was announced, but in hand, that just bugs me. Why does he not have fist hands? Who knows? Any figure that like fights or whatever needs fist hands, in my opinion. And that's it. This technically was an accessory because it didn't come attached to the figure. It was actually unattached on him to him in the package, so I had to actually attach it. But that's not an accessory because it goes on him, because that's the look of it. But anyways, that is it. Very, very lackluster, particularly for his prices. This guy's like $50 out the door. That's Maximum Hulk prices for no accessories at all. Now, articulation-wise, prepare to be unastounded, but we'll just start at the top. The head will look down a little bit, which is okay because he's a Hulk, and it'll look up actually halfway decent. I was somewhat impressed by that. And you get some nuance side to side where you do get a little bit of lollipop and gapping right through there, so it wasn't really done all that well. But it is on a double ball peg that if you just looked at it, would think it was done pretty well because there's plenty of space down in the neck. The post is long enough, I would say, and it's got a decent sized ball, but the way they designed the head to pop on there, it just doesn't really sit on there good enough for it to look super duper good, but it should give you what you're looking for. Shoulders, that's it right there. That is freaking awful. It can't even come out to 90 degrees, so that's terrible, but it will do a full 360. This thing has a butterfly built into it, and I could almost say that it brings the arms across the body not that well. The hands can't even touch. It definitely goes back further than it does come forward, but it's just it's just not done that well. It kind of sucks. The bicep swivel, it's not really a bicep swivel. This is just a floating bicep piece. They do that in all their Hulks for whatever reason. Single jointed elbow that you're going to get right at 90 degrees, and you still get that little lip. Not that good in my opinion, but you do get some movement there or whatever if you care, which I don't. Anyways, hinge in the wrist, so of course the wrist will move around and give us a full 360. The abdominal break right here, there is a double ball peg in there. It'll lean back pretty decent. I like that. Crunches forward, a few degrees, so not that big of a deal. And it will crunch and tilt and twist and all that good stuff. And of course, you've got your waist swivel. That looks atrocious. That is awful.
Stop it.
Legs. He'll actually do a halfway decent split for a Hulk, which is really, really weird. Terrible front kick. That might be the worst Hulk figure front kick that we've seen.
Get some help.
It does have a thigh swivel. That thigh swivel's double jointed knee for some reason, but that's all the range you're getting, about 1 degree past 90 degrees, so that's not so awesome. And the legs on this thing feel super gummy.
Why?
That's unfortunate right there. No shin swivel. Down here on the weird kind of lizard feet right here, the ankles are a hinge and they'll go down a little bit that way. They'll come up a little bit, and you do have a lot of ankle rocker. Very small peg hole in the bottom of the foot for some reason, and no toe hinge. So this guy's articulation, it'll be adequate for you to do something with him and stick him on a shelf, but as far as like calling it good articulation, it really isn't. That's final thoughts on the Hulk 2099. It's a nice variation on a Hulk. It's not the same thing that we basically get over and over from them. So it was a nice attempt. They took a big hack at the baseball, but they just hit it foul. They didn't really do that good of a job with it. It's Hasbro, so I'm not surprised. I'm just gonna give this an average. No, I'm gonna have to go below average on this because his price at $50 freaking, and you don't get anything with him, and he doesn't move that good, and the paint for the most part's not done that well. I want to give him a C-. Not that good. Pick it up if you want to, if you're just a Hulk fan like me, but you really do not need this. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.